Good morning everyone, this is day 2 of our pilgrimage. We spent most of the night travelling through the Walyunga National Park last night, and we arrived at our campsite in the dark, so I wasn't able to show you the setup. However, we are kicking off this morning with a beautiful walk through the Perth Hills, and that's what we're doing now. We're heading into the Perth Hills. We're going to be going through some of our state forests, and I cannot wait to show you what's out there.
G'day mate, my name is Ollie and I absolutely love the great outdoors. I go scuba diving, hiking and camping, care for 2 rescued dingoes, and travel the world looking for new places to explore and even get to make new friends along the way. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, because I would absolutely love for you to join me on my adventures right here on Intrepid World.
I just ran across this puddle last night. Ooh. Okay, the rocks are pretty stable.
Easy does it. You're a pro, mate.
To your right there, where your pole is almost, where your right pole is, yeah.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, those rocks are pretty stable. This is where trekking poles are nice and handy. Too easy, mate. Too easy.
Nice.
I'm a pro as well. Okay, so there is a Salvado Trail marker there. Looks to be more of a trail here than one pointing that direction. This is obviously where we have to go, because we need to make it to that road that's through the tree line over there. Cam's already making a beeline for it, so I'm going to follow suit. But yeah, you might want to take that into consideration when you're out here. Don't keep walking that way, you'll end up going the wrong way. Trust the trail marker. Once you make it through the trees here, you will see another marker which brings you out to this road, but we're not actually gonna walk along the road. You'll see here there's a sign that asks hikers to head this way up through the forest, so that's where we're heading. Got a little step over here to assist us. Oh boy, here we go. They were kind enough to put that plastic tubing over the barbed wire, and with a bit of skill we are over and on our way. This is the stunning Australian countryside that I was talking about. Absolutely glorious. Pretty early on, during day 2, Cam and I started to experience our first problems while on this hike. The first being a locked gate. Got a trail marker here, pointing us in this direction. That's,
we're locked out.
We're stuck.
Let me in.
Can someone explain that to us, please? Pilgrim, trail marker, path, pointing that way, gate, lock. Doesn't make sense. Now Cam and I could have climbed the fence quite comfortably, but we decided not to do this, and instead we followed the service road to see if we could meet back up with the trail at a point further up the track. So we're not quite sure what's going on there, so we're just going to walk around instead. If we keep following this road, we should be able to exit down at the other end. See how we go. Yeah, really fast.
Camping area.
Kangaroos everywhere this morning. A big mob of them up there on the hill. They're not that used to people though, because they're jumping away as soon as we get close. Kangaroos down near the city will practically let you come right up to them. And there they go. So we've walked a couple of kilometres from all the way over the other side of that hill because that gate was locked. We didn't know how else to get back on trail. Now we've hit this fence. We got no choice but to go over it. The Camino Salvado does come along a road which is just beyond that tree line. We're almost there, so we are just going to carefully cross over this boundary line, get to the road and try and create as little disturbance as possible. That's all we can do. You're okay, we're just passing by.
It's a loud breath.
After negotiating our way around the lock gate, it was time for us to press on through Chittering, past some pretty stunning country homes and along some pretty dangerous roads.
There is a fair amount of road walking that you will be doing on this pilgrimage, and I know that if you go with one of the tour groups they will ask you to wear a high visibility vest. Now if you're traveling on your own like I am, then what you might like to do is wear the rain cover over your backpack like I am, which will help to increase your visibility out on these country roads where there's a lot of shadowy areas. It takes us down the Bullsbrook Bridle Trail now. This big beautiful horse just came running over to say hello to us. Hello. You're very beautiful. Can I come over and say hello? Hello. Can I give you a pat? Good boy. Hello. Hello. You're very beautiful. Okay, I'm going to leave you alone now. That was pretty cool. Try the other end, the green stuff. Go. Ah! Did you get across without... You actually got through pretty unscathed.
All good, mate.
Lots of muddy trails on this bridle trail. My feet are absolutely soaked. I'm actually wetter today than I was yesterday when it was raining, which is pretty strange.
Pretty early on the morning of day 2, we were met by Cam's wife, who had driven out to meet us for breakfast and brought a supply of food, lollies and water. And I didn't record this encounter because I just wanted to enjoy the break and the company.
We are 15 kilometres into our hike this morning and just had a surprise visit from Cam's wife, who brought us food and drinks. It was fantastic. We've got 25 kilometres left to go, 6 hours to do it. Hopefully we can reach camp tonight before the sun goes down, unlike last night, but we'll see how we go. I think we might be arriving after dark, so yeah, just gonna crack on. Must be getting pretty close to the Moondine State Forest, which is a good sign.
For this hike, Cam and I decided to follow the All Trails map, which took us along Chittering Road to Wilson's Road, where we turned off and then head up into the Moondine State Forest. But if you like, you can go to the Camino Salvado website and you can follow their map, which will take you further along Chittering Road until you reach a bed and breakfast called Peace Be Still. Now you can hire a campsite from them for $10 a night, or you can hire a caravan site for $20 a night. You can even resupply your water there for a small donation. Now, Cam and I were moving pretty quick, so we actually passed by this area around 11 o'clock on day 2, and we kept pressing on through the Moondine State Forest.
Hey, you hairy bastard. How do you even see, bro?
Needs a haircut. Look at that fringe, mate.
How do you see me?
You need a fringe cut. Stick a bowl on top of his head.
Yeah, here's a bowl cut.
Bowl cut. We've made it to the Moondine State Forest. So the Moondine State Forest is named after a famous Australian bushranger named Moondine Joe. He was your typical colonial era type citizen, struggling to survive and get by. First got himself in trouble when he stole a loaf of bread because he was starving, and he got thrown in jail for it. He then escaped from jail, making his crimes even worse, and became a fugitive to the law. He disappeared up into the Perth Hills, and the rumours have it that because this entire Perth Coastal Plain area and the Perth Hills area is full of limestone caves, the theory goes that he was hiding out in one of these caves, and that's how he was able to escape capture for so long. Eventually he did get caught, but then he escaped from prison again, which made him a bit of a legend, and he got his nickname Moondine Joe. And he became a bit of an outlaw as well, stealing people's horses and things like that, so that he could evade capture, and living up in the Perth Hills in various secret caves that he had stumbled upon. So really interesting story. If you'd like to know more about Moondine Joe, I will put a link in the description down below. Cam and I are 25 k's into our hike now, and we've decided to stop and have a break. Cam's setup is pretty sweet. We can get cozy pretty quick and cook up some food with his jet boil there. And I've got my protein bars. Love my protein bars. Breakfast, lunch and dinner, protein bars. I've got some muesli bars and some beef jerky as well, just for a little bit of a dietary change, but plenty of protein bars. Gets me through.
Protein.
Lots of protein. You got lots of carbs.
Yeah. Only carbs.
Only carbs. I just saw an echidna about 100 meters away across the trail over here somewhere. They're pretty well camouflaged. I want to see if I can find it and show you all. Where'd it go? Ah, I see it. Wow, look at you. You are beautiful. This is one of Australia's iconic creatures. I'm not going to bother you too much. Oh wow, this is so cool. So keep your eyes peeled when you're out here on the Pilgrim Trail. You might just find yourself an echidna. The thing that's really fascinating about echidnas, and I have mentioned this before in my Peruna Wildlife Sanctuary video, but if you haven't seen that, I'll just quickly go over it again now. Echidna are monotremes, which means they are an egg-laying mammal. Really fascinating. This one's got a little tiny caterpillar or worm just kind of dancing around on the end of its spine there. You can see all the bits of gravel caught in amongst its quills because it's been digging around in the substrate for ants and termites. Alright, I am going to leave you in peace. Very nice to meet you. Bye. That was so cool. This is a beautiful section of the trail. A little less vegetation, you can see further into the forest. You can see the light bouncing off the trunks of these eucalypt trees. And I saw some emu tracks on trail about 20 meters back, so if I'm lucky I might spot a couple of emus. If you're wondering about my hood, I am wearing a sun hoodie. The sun is out at the moment. I'm just trying to protect myself a little bit from the sun's rays, but it is a beautiful day, beautiful spring weather. We are really blessed to be hiking this trail at this time of year. Could be in for a thunderstorm tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but so far everything has been magical. It's really, really great out here. I can see farmland, which marks the end of our journey through the Moondine State Forest. We now get to travel past all of this farmland towards the Julimar State Forest, and by the time we get there we would have travelled about 45 kilometres today, and that's where we'll be setting up camp tonight. Not sure if you can all see this. Actually, if you look back through the trees there, you can see there is a small stream that we've spotted. I'll just go down for a closer look. Alrighty, what do we got here? So you can see there's a gully, there is some water in it, and it's in this beautiful big green pasture. Now, we actually saw a whole bunch of sheep further back up the field, and you can guarantee they've been drinking from that water source, and that it's going to be full of bacteria like E. coli and salmonella. Yummy. But we've got a filtration system that's going to take care of that for us. So what we're doing now is, rather than crossing into the farmer's field, we're hoping that this stream is going to meet back up with the road that we've been hiking along, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get some water.
Oh damn, I can't stand on that. With all my weight anyway. Oh yeah, that is filthy. A better place I can get water. Look at how much sediment's in that. Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a look. Oh yeah, so it's going to be working overtime.
I don't want to clog my filter if I can help it.
Yeah, true.
That was bad, lads. Bloody hell.
That looks a lot better.
Yeah, it's nice. Already looks crystal clear, but there's probably some sheep poo and God knows what kind of virus or bacteria in there.
Yeah, it's looking a lot cleaner. You can see in the bag at the top of the bottle before it streams through the soya, it's like it's got lots of tannins in it. It's a yellowy colour, and then it's going through the bottle and it's crystal clear. So Cam and I are starting to run out of our own freshwater source. We're having to forage for water now and use a soya squeeze to help us filtrate or filter the particles out of the water. And just like that, we have fresh drinking water again from a stream on the side of the road. Lovely. Great way to end a day. Beautiful sunset like that. Glorious. We've officially crossed the halfway mark now. We've done just over 90 kilometers, so we're halfway to New Norcia by the end of day 2. I'm pretty pumped with the effort we've put in and looking forward to see what we can accomplish tomorrow. But yeah, thank you all for joining me for today's daily vlog, and I'll see you all in the next video for day 3. And until then, I hope you all enjoy life, have a great time, go have an adventure. See ya.